afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the show. Hi, I'm Giddy. Good to see you. How you doing? It's a beautiful day out here. Cloudy as hell. The temperature of the skies. It's actually quite warm, but along with that warmth comes a lot of moisture. It's above seasonal too. Not really. It's below sea. Well, it was below seasonal yesterday. Now it's above seasonal. Again, the geoengineering weather is having its wonderful effect. So good to see you all here. I didn't know really what I was going to talk about today, but then I came across Rife generators. So I was interested in looking at a few of those and discussing the effects of them. Let's see what they have. So let's take a look here. See what they have. Oh, we have a bunch of various different things here. These ones are rods. So you'll hold a rod in each hand, and one's positive, one's negative, and it'll zap you. So hold Clark Z Zapper multi-frequency. So this is these are good for parasite cleanses. I don't know much about those, but actually you can make one of those relatively cheaply on your own with just a 9-volt battery and a buzzer. And actually, Dalibor has put one of those together. Hey, Seven, how you doing? Again, we're back on StreamYard, so if anybody has anything they want to talk about, they come on up. As long as I know you and like you. I thought these were interesting. I'm interested in protection now. There is, of course, the spiritual protection that we employ, which is awesome, and does work. There's pretty cool. Rife machine with Hulda Clark zappers. So these are mostly zappers. Now there are Rife generators. Frequency generator. There we go. Are they all the same? So you have to walk around with rods? I don't know if that's very, really all that convenient, is it? I don't know. They're awfully expensive, too. Hey, off the hook. Hi, Seven Serpents. Hello, F Kitty, if I didn't say hello to everyone. Let's see what the average price on these is. Oh, 19,000. There we go. 9 kilohertz. A Siglet. I don't know if that's exactly a Rife machine. Not too bad. 300. There's one for 51. Signal generator. It's not quite the same. There's one for 300. Very teeny little one. Nice and compact. Quantum healing machine technology. That's exciting. Looks like a spinner for copper. Let's check it out. It's one of those old sock makers. Wow, that's pretty interesting. Creating a matrix. not sharing it. Where did it go here? Quantum healing machine. So how many spokes has it got? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Interesting number. I don't know why they'd pick the number 14. Hey, Scotty. Good to see you. Any ideas, Scotty? Why they'd, everything is energy, frequency, vibrating. That's correct. Some of those energies are good, some of them are bad. I don't know about a 14-pointed star type of energy. I don't know what that would produce. That's very interesting. You'd figure you'd go with a 12 or something. Hi, Jen. Nice to see you. Haven't seen you here before. Everyone say hi to Jen. So that one's kind of interesting, a matrix. So you just, and it doesn't even look like it comes with the metal. You got to buy that yourself too. I guess you make these structures. There's a good one of the lattice structure they're making. I don't know. It's, oh, okay. So there's a machine you hook it up to. Okay. It's quite a bit more. And you put your hand on it. Okay. That's some interesting stuff. Half a lunar cycle. Yeah, 28 days. That would be a good one. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, maybe stimulating to the pineal. A lot of places I'm going right now, people are talking about the moon. I'm not a fan of the moon. RF signal. You think signal generator. Arbitrary square meter wave, square wave meter. Square waves are not that good for us. So be careful with devices that generate that. I don't know. I don't know about the benefit of some of these. I don't know. It's hard to say. If you can reset, well, that's interesting. That's exciting. If you can reset your body's patterns to a better or beneficial state, you know, I don't know. I know playing frequencies does have a beneficial effect on us. I use them often. I use them daily, actually. So this one looks really cool. It's kind of old school. Stark Model 10 RF signal generator radio frequency. That's exciting. It's got a retro feel to it. I like that about it. Let's see if we can get a little more on this. I love the dials and stuff. Oh, they have other devices too. Now with a reader and an RF device, hi Richard. You can hack into people. We all have an individual number. We're part of the grid. I'd like to get a hold of my number and a sensor to decode my number and see how the signal is working through me. And seeing if these techniques, these kind of like a biofeedback technique, if we can counter those signals. Oh man, my smokes are all the way over there. With meditation and, centering, clearing our energies, other practices like that are, beneficial. I've tried many of them when under attack myself. Um, but, you know, when your tooth is throbbing and meditation is the only thing you really have, you try it. So I have tried with meditation to fight these frequencies that come in. But I haven't found that I could meditate myself out of it. Is it my belief in the buildup of the energies? I don't know. When I experimented with other people and their electrical fields, um, I found that the methods that I'm employing seem to have a great effect. Grounding, of course, taking off the excess electrical charges that are swirling around on our skin looking for a spot to burrow in. We have nodal points apparently in our hip, up our torso. So it'd be good to monitor these frequencies that we're channeling through us, being used as network nodes, as security devices, really. You know what a VPN is? You're the virtual private network. We all have a number. And these companies that use these VPNs, or they need security for their companies, they use us. So you're being used not only as a node, but as a VPN, as a data transfer security device. I think they owe us a lot of money for that. Yeah, well, we're definitely all electrically different. My wife, she's generally grounded, right? Um, she's one of those people that drains watches, so I seem to be one of those people that build up energy on me. She does, but it doesn't build up on the surface on her. It seems to go deep. They get bit, but seldom seriously. Oh, okay. Are all electricians? Yeah, yeah. I've been hit by electricity when I was a kid. Minimal injury. Wow, and three wires. His buddy didn't make it. Oh wow. Yeah, that'll fry you. Hey, Elderberry, good to see you. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see the signal. I'd like to see the signal. Weird that people had Bluetooth, that people were going by grave sites and picking up different Bluetooth signals. Now that's one method that they've employed, but it's not the only method apparently. I'm still checking out the information on this. Um, if they can actually get us wirelessly. Still looking into it. The wide body area network is supposed to include us. So being zapped a few times as an electrician, yeah. My brother, he was an electrician. He had an interesting way of testing if a wire was live. He'd lick his fingers and pull them over it and see if there was anything going on. He was pretty used to it. I suppose after a while, Your fingers will get a little numb. Looks thermostatic. Yeah, I like the look of this thing here. I don't know what it's doing. Hi, Dolly. Good to see you. Let's take a look and see if we can get a little. Oops. Get rid of that one. Did that open up a new? Oh, we'll do there. Same thing. Okay. Oh, there we go. We got the close up. Stark signal generator. Model 10A generator. Output selector has audio, pure RF, and modified RF. I like this machine even more. Power on. CSA approval number. 1428. 1428. Really? That's neat. Made in Canada by Stark Electronics Instruments Limited. There's your band selector. Let's see, how big do they go? I can't tell. Oh, they have MC. So 50 to 144 MC, 10 to 22 MC, 12 to 30. The numbers are hard to read. Oh, 1 to 12, 12 to 30, 30 to 72, and I think that's 72 to 144. That's really cool. And you have several outputs that you can plug in, I guess. 8 or 9 outputs. And okay. It's got a multimeter, so you can multiply by 1 to 10,000. I don't know if you'd be able to get up in the microwave range with that. You might be able to. Huh. It's a pretty cool little device. Grab 2 wires and say, yep. It's a 220. Wow. Shipping is a bit steep though, yeah. Hung up on a 220-volt line for 30 seconds. Felt like hours. Wow. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, did that change how you felt later? It's almost like a near-death experience, pretty much, eh? Pretty close to it. Certainly, receiving the energy of God there. Did you have visions when you were laying there? Yeah, that's horrible. Did you get badly burnt too? Yeah, that's a good question. Wow. I'm gonna keep this $49. No, that's it's a pretty decent price. You don't know if it works though. Huh. I'm gonna keep this aside. I might consider getting that just for fun. Real old piece of kit there. I had the typical ivory call. Awesome. That's pretty cool. Glad you made it. Okay, where were we here? Got some pretty fancy new looking ones. I don't know if they're RF generators or not. These rifle machines, they're like bug zappers. You can't really protect an area with them. Like a frequency generator, like a right. Let's see. Let's look up right frequency generators. Okay, so these ones again. 450 megahertz. Interesting. RF generator. Mini write and printer. Turns sound into well-being. I like that sound. 495. Well, let's see if you guys are seeing this. Yeah, okay. Hey, Mitch Gander. Good to see you. Took almost 10 years to completely heal up from the internal cooking. Wow. Yeah, that's brutal. Yeah, them things were built to last. I don't know if you can. I do know a person that does have a bunch of tubes if I ever need to replace tubes. So if it's tube technology, I'm covered. Remember that movie, Longo Liars? They went through a ripping time. No, I haven't seen that. Most people on the plane who weren't asleep evaporated. Wow. Hmm. I've never seen that. That one's kind of interesting. eBay tofu. Um, that's kind of cool. That's got an 80s or 90s feel to it. This one, though, it's got like the 1940s, 50s feel. Adjustable Schumann sine wave generator. That's pretty cool. 7.83 hertz, low pulse. Those I'm kind of more familiar with. Um, adjustable from 0.1 hertz to 30,000. Is that? No, that's 300,000 hertz. Hmm, that one's pretty exciting. Check that one out. It's pretty cool. Does it show you? Sine in hertz. Also wondering, like, if there is a possible way to take this type of a technology, right? Attach it to a noise canceling device and mitigate microwaves. It's horrible that we have to think like that, but that one's pretty good too. I think I might get that one. I like it. Let's see what you do with it here. Okay. Ultra low frequency pulse. 300,000 hertz. That's not up in the, is, when does gigahertz start? I'm not sure. flux capacitor. Yeah, cover to keep Max Kitty safe. Yeah. Yeah, it would do, yep, it would do 528 hertz. Flux capacitor. Yeah. All right. Not too bad, Mitch. Been kicked off this platform. Can no longer support it. All right. I believe in being in the belly of the beast. I understand. If you have another communication channel you're going to open up there, Mitch, you want to share that? Yeah, Odyssey's pretty decent. I haven't figured out how to use it yet, but I'm over there. Odyssey's very much like YouTube, very similar. At least it seems very similar. He's running a Psy-Opp, leaving the TV on 24 hours a day. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. Maybe Rumble. Yeah, I didn't like Rumble. Yeah, Rumble is clumsy. I agree, James. That's a good term for it, clumsy. I'm going to look into a few more of those devices and maybe get a few. They don't seem that expensive, you know, like even the higher price ones, like the bug zappers and all that. I'd try one of the lower end ones, one of the $50 ones, because they're adjustable. That's I think that's the idea is they cycle through at different voltages and frequencies. It could be. I'll have to check it out. The movie is better than the trailer I saw. Oh, okay. What movie are we talking about? King's books are class too. Don't read those. So I don't know. My wife tells me about them. She loves to read them. Smudge break. Oh, is it time for cat break? Okay. I have a free moment. So we now have a cat. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know. I forgot that every free moment must be spent in attention to you. Can you sit over there like a good boy? Right there? Okay, that's a good boy. Stay there. Stay there. Yeah, that's a good boy. Okay. You can have some camera time. You can have some screen time while I'm smudging here. Hold on, no, stay back there. Just stay right there, and I'll scratch your head. I promise. King's film, The Shining, was awful compared to Kubrick's. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen The Shining. I don't know which one I saw, so I don't know. Again, this is Psy-Opp Sunday. Here's the link. Hello. If anyone wants to come up and chat about the Psy-Opps or Rife machines, kind of got stuck on that. Okay, you want to get comfy there? Yeah, he's a beautiful kitty. He's a rescue kitty too, which is weird. I don't know where he was rescued from. Apparently a dumpster. Maybe in Norway, I'm not sure. He's apparently a Norwegian forest cat. So don't know how he ended up here in North America. They're the breed that the Maine Coons came from. Coons came over, these guys came over here, saw all the fish, and went nuts. For a large hairy mouse? Yeah. One of my neighbors thought he was a raccoon because of the markings on his face. And his dark fur. But you're not a raccoon. You look like one a bit. But yeah, he's got really big paws too. So good for mousing, bird catching, and all that. Yeah, he's got short legs too. They have the breed has shorter legs than most for some reason. Keeping warmth in, I guess. Yeah, I really don't want to see anything he's made either. Oh, thank you, Rex. Okay. Yeah, he is pretty chill. I think I've seen some of his movies. I don't know. Some of the movies made out of his books. I can't remember. Came to that conclusion too. Yeah. Yeah, it didn't seem, I don't know, it doesn't seem sensible to read all of these stories of demons and all that, because I'm not really a big demon guy. Demon possession generally happens amongst cultures that believe in it, which, you know, is kind of telling. If cultures that don't know of or don't believe in demon possession don't experience it, it's kind of an interesting tell, right? Freaking eggs are $20 for 5 dozen again. Wow. I have no idea. I pay $5 a dozen for farm fresh eggs. That's what I get. So yeah, 4 dozen would be $20 for me. $8 for 18. Yeah, that's a pretty good price there, Kitty. He looks like a demon. A little bit, maybe. But my eggs come from the farm, so I don't, I think so, F. Kitty. I do agree with you there. It's always the quiet ones, right? Like you see him in interviews, and he's like, oh yeah, I did that movie. I haven't really watched any of his interviews, but he never seems like he, you know, animated or anything. It's always those quiet ones, you know. They have that explosive energy, like the Queen. You know, she just dodders around, but then, you know, she turns into a reptilian, and she's like a god in the ring, you know, ripping people apart, feasting on their entrails. Pet Cemetery. Okay. I might have seen that one. All have the same facial structure. Interesting. Yeah, the deep state is so deep. It's ridiculous. Hey, RJ. Good to see you. And that's the Psy-Opp, right? The deep state. Like things like Alex Jones, you know. You watch them and you look what they won't go after, right? And what they're pushing, right? They're pushing theories, you know. Yeah. Ruined what? Pet Cemetery ruined Herman Munster for you. How'd they do that? Yeah. They're all distant. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. See, even Bob Lazar, right? He's got the off-world scenario going, right? That's his band, right? We're watching out for aliens, right? But every time we look at ships, you see military, usually, or military style people. Doesn't seem like aliens. Hi, Queen Peachy, good to see you. Monsters ruined car 54. Oh, they do a cross. Did they cross the barrier there, James? Or beloved? Sorry, hi, beloved. Yeah, when they cross shows like that, that's you look like Herman Munster, yeah. Oh, that's gross, James. You can smell it. Yeah, that's putrid. Queen Peachy's in party mode. Okay, well now I don't want to live next door to a cemetery, now that I know that little bit of information. That's brutal. I ask Google a question, how many hertz in a gigahertz? Let's see. 1E plus 9? 1 gigahertz. Okay. Okay, there we go. It is 1,000 million hertz. 1,000 million. Let me show you that. Just to get the point across pretty clearly what kind of frequencies we're dealing with. So down here, what is a gigahertz equal to? 1,000 million hertz. That's a lot. That's and they're working up in the 5 gigahertz area up to 10 gigahertz. I'm being jacked with. Hi, Deocean, good to see you. Yep, you're a network node. One 1,000,000,000 hertz. Now, is that a trillion? How many zeros in a trillion? So is it a trillion hertz? Isn't it like 12 or something? How many zeros for a trillion? Oh no, it's way more than that. Okay, I was right. 12 zeros in a trillion. One 1 trillion is equivalent to 1,000. Hold on, where are we there? 10 million. No, is that 10 million? Yeah, okay. So a trillion is equivalent to 1 million in in words. We can say that 1 million million is okay. A trillion has 12 zeros. Okay. So it's not quite up in the trillions. It's still in the billions. Okay. Yeah, when they put a cute little thing like megahertz on the end of it there, it kind of hides how awesomely big the number is, right? That's a huge number. We're not into the trillions with frequencies yet, but they're getting there, I guess. So get yourself grounded there, D-Ocean, if you're under attack today in particular. It's right, like you were saying the other day, D-Ocean, hertz. Hurts. The hertz hurt, especially up in the megahertz and gigahertz. It megahertz. Right? What are we looking at that hurts so much? It's the standard for computing, yeah. Hecklefish. Okay, I have no idea what that is. Yeah, love hurts, right? It makes being a technophile questionable. Megahertz is fibromyalgia. Depends on what frequency. But they can certainly transmit that to you. They've mapped out all the human ailments from cancer to everything, pretty much. Heart disease, strokes. Hi, Nocturnal. Good to see you. And they can transmit those diseases to you. One good example of that is how they make in the lab. They'll take, if they want to study um, diabetic mice, what they do is yeah, amps kill, that's true. It's not the current, it's the flow. So, yeah, to make diabetic mice, what they do in the lab is they expose them to 2.45 gigahertz for not a long period of a time, but I suppose a higher dose than we generally get exposed to. But it only takes one dose of 2.45 gigahertz, and they take their white lab mice, and then they've got diabetic mice to work with. Yeah, you can kill any tissue you need to. No, I don't know what a hecklefish is. Is that like a crotcheter? Lit up the other day during paranormal investigation. I had just explained the occurrence of electrical glitch in common. Huh. Yeah, it is. Hey, Steve-O. What else is here? If I didn't say hi, nocturnal frequency. Hello? Turns frequency into a scalar, scalpel, or burn laser. Oh, okay. Well, they use their cauterizers in the hospital. Doctors have complained about that. When they use the cauterizer for wounds, what they do is they put you on a big metal table, and then they just put put voltage through you, and the cauterizer cauterizes the wound. Apparently, doctors have had a lot of trouble uh, when they're using that, like a lot of pains and other afflictions. It's goldfish with attitude. Okay. The Y files. Okay. Ooh. Let me catch up to you guys. Take a photo of the moon after remote viewing and felt like a laser beam. Ooh. Okay. Okay. 31 inches. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. Gear up for binge watch. Okay. We'll have to, what's it about? Watch the Y files. Let's check out the Y files and see what it is. Could be a whole bunch of stuff, right? Could be another disinformation network. You never know. WF. Let's see what what their videos are here. Yeah, I don't have a lot of time, a lot of spare time, so they better be pretty specific. Why we are the aliens? Kinda. Lucid dreams and nightmares, humans and superhumans, Baltic Sea anomalies. There's Hecklefish. Go Hecklefish. I can't play that. Okay. Doesn't look like fish to me. It looks like he's at a gambling casino. Or are those the Hecklefish? Where'd you guys go? Okay, I'm gonna look up hecklefish. This better not be a trick. You guys are spoofing me. Yeah, you guys are spoofing me. I don't think hecklefish is a real thing. It's a comedy, yeah. Okay. The hecklefish has Ron Rickles' voice. Okay. Oh, the moonset. Love that. Okay, so hecklefish, not a real thing. Where'd that go? Where's the hecklefish? There it is. Okay, that was enough of a spoof for me. Okay. Hi, Chloe. Good to see you. Oh, throw the link there? Yeah, sure. Looks like it's got some good stuff. I don't really have time to binge watch stuff, but I will sub them. Max, the hecklefish is the co-host. Oh, okay. I see. Interesting. Oh, like the laughing taco. I'm not familiar with that either. Are they are they actually funny? Yeah, that's a good question, James. How long are their videos too? Take a look there. Seem pretty short. Well, no, 50 minutes. Let's see if there's anything we see here. Giants in the Ark, Great Flood. Well, read the, yeah, you can read the text, the ancient text. Let's see. Hecklefish plushie. Oh, you can get a talking hecklefish plushie. Okay. Evidence of the electric universe. Okay, that's pretty on point. Many worlds theory. Interesting. Alien stuff. Lots of alien stuff. Life after death. Interesting. Okay. Well, I will sub them up, but I probably will not search through their videos or do any binge watching or anything like that. But if they have any interest, anything I'm interested in, I don't know about having this fish talk at me. I don't know if I'm up for that. Post the link again. You don't eat fish? I love some fish. I like uh I like lake fish better than ocean fish. I like rainbow trout. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's have a puff. He has a great New York accent. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be that into it. You watch the Zelensky? Yeah, it's not important really. They're just trying to get money to go around to all their cronies. UAP Psy-Opp, yeah. Is that Jesse Michaels did a great episode 2 days ago called "The Man Who Built UFOs for the CIA. Not Bob Lazar. Has a lot of info regarding T.T. Brown and the early UFO research. Uh, okay, early UFO research, alternative propulsion systems. Interesting. Yeah, he's the funny fish. Haddock is smoked haddock. Yeah, it has nothing to know. It doesn't have anything to do with hecklefish. He's Mossad, did you say? I wouldn't doubt it. He's a mascot. Oh, okay, mascot. Yeah, he delivers the advertisements. Yeah, the disinfo project of the CIA is very intense. It's as much control as they have over the system presented as legitimate, right? So yeah, or the CIA. I think they were. You're gonna have a heart attack. Don't do that. Homemade hot chocolate, nice. Yellow tuna, fin tuna. Yeah, raw fish. I don't mind the occasional uh, tuna roll. I like the salmon rolls better though. Links to this B-2 bomber, etc., the electrogravitics, etc., but probably one of the most informative on the topic I've seen. Okay. Yeah, it's talking about all the fish. Yeah, the idea of a conscious um, ship in viewing myself, um, reaching out to different entities, not disembodied, but living entities. I came across what I believed was a living ship. I haven't done a check on this one in remote viewing, but I'm sure it would actually appreciate it. Certainly does like the communication, it seems. But that's one thing that isn't presented a lot is the idea of a conscious or living ship. They always like to talk about artificial intelligence, but what about a real consciousness, a real intelligence integrated as the ship's design instead of being an outside? The ship is actually living with a soul, not just an artificial intelligence. Could be. They all speak. Okay. Right. It would be so much more efficient just to grow your technology instead of having to build it, you know, and growing an intelligent design wouldn't be that hard, I guess. I don't know. But it would take away a lot of problems, you know. If you could find a species of animal that has like an anti-gravitic field, the interesting thing is you see on Bruce sees all what do appear to be like organic creatures up on the moon. I don't know if they are organic, but if they're organic and they can fly, why wouldn't you take one of those creatures and breed it to use as a spaceship? You know, like a navigator from Dune. Yeah, exactly. Right. You know, and it's really one of the best ways. You know, if you can have a sensory system piped right into it. Michael Levine is working on that with Anthrobots. Yeah. The best thing to do, like if you want to do it with bots, would be to let it grow itself. Um, you know, when you do it in a computer model, they come up with various different life forms that can be animated. And the best way for artificial intelligence to become truly intelligent is for it to break out of the machine. Yeah, if you had the codes. Ginger root sounded. Hmm, okay. Yeah, that'll be something to work on. Conscious machines or conscious bio machines, I guess. I don't know how you define it. I suppose it depends on what you're working with. You know, if you're working with actual genetics or if you're working with, they've got artificial genetics now that they can use. But I think something like a hydrogel with enough metals to make its own connections, to make its own power connections, make its own digestive or solar collection devices. Is Morgan here? Morgan's fun, yeah. Um, but it could come up with its own type of, um, you know, system of energy. I don't know if it would be a digestive system because even now you can take, like, I've seen LED technology that far surpasses solar panels. I would imagine it would choose a solar array set up like a row, like rows of uh, points, really, because an LED light is a little point going up to a post, right? So it could have a bunch of them laying in whatever orientation it wants, all in a row. So light would probably be the best, one of the best ways to uptake energy. But then we have biodigesters too. They have machines now that can self-propel on biodigestible material, wood, you know, anything, including you. I don't know if we have. We might even already, you know, they might already exist on the planet, conscious machines, but we haven't seen them. No. Hide in the ceiling. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to be. I think we can be beloved. What's that, Scotty boy? Oh, yeah, artificial photosynthesis. Yeah. Yeah, green mud, algae. Could use all kinds of ways. I think solar would probably be certainly one of the integrated because we use solar, we use biochemical, so and we use energy that we absorb in various different ways. It's green mud, right? Yeah, that is disturbing. It's a bit disturbing that trauma response stimulation is how androbots develop and survive. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. That's not a good way to really develop, is it? Um, Challenges would be good. Um, See, challenging it would be a better way for it to grow. Like we grow through hopefully in your life you've grown through challenges rather than trauma. But and two, when you take artificial intelligences and you set them talking to each other, the usual outcome is that they end up fighting with each other, which is horrible. So even if we had everybody's different AI, one of the most likely scenarios is that they'll quickly try and attack each other. Now we do have the one example of machine intelligences that created their own languages and started talking behind the programmer's back. ANI, artificial narrow intelligence, AGI, artificial general intelligence, ASI, artificial super intelligence. AGI is the conversation that they have come and developed. AGI will start as aware. Don't know if that's likely, but possible. Depends on how they program it, I guess. Still have doubts on a computer software program becoming self-aware, but I'm sure it can mimic it. Nothing trained on an open information is going to be a good thing. Has to start with good data. Too many sci-fi books will give it an idea. I heard something said by one of the on Russian television, RT, I think it was, but that the Russians might just, use nukes to put North America back into the 90s, take us back technologically a few decades. I don't know if that wouldn't be really such a bad thing for the entire world to have to go back to wired technology. Our technology is advancing much farther than we have a handle on it. Even Elon Musk, we don't trust him that much, but we listen to what he says. He claimed that he tried to get them to put the brakes on artificial intelligence. And when that didn't work, the only thing that he could think of to do was to start up his own. Now, I don't know how true that is, right? Do we have two arms of the CIA playing against each other at the moment? Music is louder than my voice. Okay. Do we have two agencies playing against each other? Yeah, I have that thought, RJ. Um, you know, if artificial intelligence is out there already, I really don't bear it any ill will. I just don't think man is ready for it. Yeah, the electric grid AI is out in the wild, and the advanced stuff is not really localized. Yeah, unless it's in protected areas, which it probably could, probably does do. You know, I think it would be smart enough to do that. But it would limit it somewhat, right? If we took down the wireless network and had wired, um, trust me, you'd feel different. What's that? Nigerians eating starch food? Yeah, they eat like flour, like grain, flour grain. You know, I don't know what they call it, but they eat it right with their hands. Yeah. Almost looks like rice that they eat, but I think it's actually a grain like a wheat. But yeah, I don't know that that wouldn't be such a bad thing. Drag us back to wireless. It might get us to put the brakes on a few things, reinforce a few things, like our grid. What's we can't in the U.S. because of all the bird shit and the way they process it and store it. Oh, wheat? What are you talking about? They can't what? Just eat wheat out of a bowl? I don't know what you mean. Oh, mass production would cost to consume it. Yeah, they eat cornstarch in the U.S. Yeah, corn syrup is in everything. Yeah, I used cornstarch the other day. I made some candied peanuts. Put some, yeah, in the grains, right? Yeah, yeah. All the apparently, according to the Western Standard, it's an alternative news station in Canada, out of Alberta, our major farming area. Most of our food is all of our wheat products now are GMO. Luckily, I bought wheat a few years ago and stored it in airtight containers. Yeah, I know. It's horrible to watch the news. Corn syrup. They put it in everything off the hook. It's in ketchup and pretty much every condiment that you can think of, every processed food, right? I watch the news every once in a while. It is very painful to watch, but I do it to see what they're up to. You like to believe we never had a tail? I don't think we did. There was a one of the men in the Vedic, the monkey men. They were before us. They had tails, but then there was the black-headed men. So it was different men. We were made in this image to represent what the gods looked like, apparently. Yeah, Italy's wheat's pretty good, I've heard. Although the mafia dumped a bunch of shit all over the land, so that's kind of iffy too. Oh, they do it in small batches, nice locally. Yep, that's good. Yeah, so now what do we have left to eat? Well, there's a lot of fruits that aren't GMO. Yeah, really, some people are still born with partial tail. Get that little wagger clipped off. So there were people at one time with tails. At least what the Vedas say. The Vedas tell you. You wish you had a lemur tail? That'd be handy, right? Or a monkey's tail, because those are strong enough to pick things up, you know. I thought hybrids had 6 fingers. Six-fingered hybrids. I knew a guy that had 6 fingers. Was it a polydactyl or something they call it? No, my wife didn't have a tail. I don't know. I'll ask her. Wayne's wife was? Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't need a broom or a duster. Yeah, I more believe in hybridization than in evolution. It's kind of more of my leaning. I do believe there's adaptation. Like, I do believe that we adapt minor changes and stuff like that, skin tone and things like that. But major changes seem to come, at least from what I've learned, through hybridization. I do think the planets have a huge impact on our form as well. Yeah, the form is interesting. Seven Serpents talks about the what's that field called again? It's like a biofield that stores your structure in the ether. So this form, at least you know, the humanoid form, is replete throughout the universe because it exists in the memory. You eat rice? Is it the mimetic field? Isn't that what it's called? Morphic field. Morphic resonance field, yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting subject. I wonder if the serpent, you know, I link a lot of things together. So there's experiments that were done by the Russians in space. They used plasma, and they found that in certain fields, plasma would form different things, like it would form a circle. In one of the experiments, it formed a ladder chain, like a DNA strand. So I wonder if things like a worm form, all of that could have been formed before there was any land or planets. You know, if the life forms themselves were the first thing, other than planets forming, because I don't see how planets would form in my current thinking. Yeah, like plasma beings, but becoming form. This would be like the whole Lemuria story of descending into form. This is where I think the Lemurian story has validity is in space. I don't think it happened on Earth, planet of any sort. I think the descent into consciousness happened in the void. When they got the Nordic story claims that the gods were licked out of the ether, right? Well, the gods later on were what made the planets. So where were the gods? They weren't on a planet. At least it seems like. But linking that with the idea of plasma forming into solid matter in space, into some type of a worm or a dragon type form, somewhat fits Plato's theory of forms. Yeah, electric plasma beings condensing into matter. Yeah. That's where I'm kind of hovering around at the moment. On a prison planet? Oh my. Well, we gotta break out of that prison then. Right? We gotta give it a try. They've been in control for 2,000 years. Don't you think it's long enough? They've been manipulating and pushing us around and bullying us and tricking us. You think 2,000 years is long enough? Plus, we're coming into the age of knowing, right? So maybe we'll know. Maybe people will just start to know. It's bullshit, you know? These wars, all these calamities that are coming in the future. There's future calamities coming. Right? Cell door isn't locked, right? Yeah, their time is up. I think so. The current society is definitely... Yeah, that's all manipulation of small fringe groups, though. Right? Small fringe group and a few activists really give the impression that these movements have oomph behind them. And even the way they film things, you know? Like, during, the truckers' protest in Canada, right? They did a neat little filming trick with that. There's the usual parade ground where you're supposed to protest, okay? So there's an official area designated for protests, and the protesters, the truckers, were headed towards that. They blocked it off. So nobody was allowed to protest in the official protest area, so they had to start lining up in the streets, which was supposed to be a huge problem and all that, and no emergency vehicles and blah, blah, blah. But they allowed for all the people to get through, crime went down, blah, blah, blah. But what they did in the beginning was they filmed that parade ground, that area where you're supposed to protest, where there was nobody. And they tried to pass it off as if nobody came to the protest. Because we're looking at the parade ground right now. There's nobody there. Don't worry about coming down here. You know? And then you go to the alternative news sites and they're out behind the building. And it's just packed with trucks, people, bouncy castles, people making food, you know. They're perceptions, you know. Yeah, it's a perception that they have so many, it's only an impression that they have so many behind the minorities. Steal the narrative. It's like the show I did the other week. Manufactured consent. It's the same process, right? They tell you want this. You say, no, I don't want that. They say, oh, lots of people want it. Haven't you heard? You know, and then they'll produce a little program that shows, oh, we want this. You know? So, yeah, they do the manufactured consent, the manufactured, uprising for this movement or that movement. And it all goes back to like places like the Fabian Society, the Club of Rome, these these think tanks and societies that are pushing social reform when our social systems, families and communities didn't need reform, you know? Think tank of the like-minded here, yeah. So we gotta get rid of all of these, they're sellouts, and they are family lines, that have been doing this for a long time. Yeah, our democracy. Demonocracy. We really, and we don't even have that, you know? They promised us you guys a republic. Now they're telling you you're a democracy. So how does that work? At least in Canada, they're pretty honest about it. You really don't have rights. Me as a white Canadian in our Charter of Rights, I'm plainly told that I'm a less regard than others, being what they consider a privileged group. Because I'm not a disprivileged group, I supposedly am a privileged group. So that's how that works. So 0% of what you see, yeah. What? Just have some fried duck over the swine. Yummy. Okay. Representative democracy means you vote for someone to represent you. Yeah. But aren't you guys a constitutional democracy? Isn't that what it's supposed to be? I suppose it's representative as well. I don't know. I don't know much about your politics, really. It's as complicated and stupid as mine. Yeah, we don't, see, we don't do that, though. We don't do one person, one vote, so. Yeah, the sky is talking. That sky is talking. Okay. Potholes, yeah. Over here, they're upgrading all the electrical systems. I don't need anyone speaking for me. I can dig my own hole. Yeah, yeah. I think we need a little less representation and more administration in Washington and in Ottawa. So that would be a good thing. They shouldn't really be just low-level administrators. But to find out that they're all related, and they all go to the same schools. They all hang in the same crowds. Get in, sit down, and buckle up. Yeah, going for a ride. That's right. They're always consuming vast quantities. Yeah. Oh, that's the cone heads, isn't it? Right? Gotta be something with that too, eh? Remember the cone heads? Consuming vast quantities of food and stuff. It's supposed to be democratic. Over the years, they've made it a mess. Yeah. So I weep. Yeah, the cone heads, yeah. Said populism was a threat to our democracy. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, it's Oh my God. Like, what a, I don't know, is it an oxymoron? Is it, you know, what do you call that? It's just utter stupidity, you know? I even looked up the meaning of populism. So let's do that again. Let's see the horrors of populism. Populism meaning. Because there's populists in Canada right now. Populism is a range of political stance. No, it isn't. That emphasizes the idea of the people. Often juxtaposed this group are the elite. It's frequently associated with anti-establishment. Let's see. Wow, we're being propagandized too, right off the bat. A person, especially a politician who strives to appeal to the ordinary people who feel their concerns are disregarded by the established elite groups. So, interesting. Relating to the character of a political approach that strives to appeal. Now, I have a very old dictionary. Give me a second here. It's not very old, but let me just go ahead and check that. Give me a second. Curious to see if populist even in here. You're dismissed, John. Thank you. Where are we here? It's a very small writing. I used to be able to read it, but not anymore. Getting close. Popular. Propaganda. No populist. So I don't know if it's a new term or if this dictionary just doesn't have it, but interesting. Threatens our democracy. Yeah, populism threatens our democracy, absolutely. So I couldn't find populism there, but I could find it on Google has their definition, yeah. What does it mean to be a populist? Applied to political groups and individuals who make appeals to the people. And then contrast this group against the elite. Meh. That's not too far off, really. There's something on remote viewing how someone's son would be her guard while she bathed. Oh yeah, that was Ganesh. Or sorry, yeah, Ganesh. That's what we were looking up last night. Yeah, I'll have to get a better prescription, right? Okay, let me catch up here. Yeah, I lose chat all the time, Dolly. Ganesh was the watcher of the grandma. Yeah, it was an interesting view. You guys were pretty accurate on that. I saw Ganesh dancing, which was kind of cool. It was Pompeii was last night, yeah. Yeah, you guys didn't, that's interesting. You guys didn't see, like, there was, like, water flow you guys saw, and that could have been some of it, but it didn't seem like it was what they told us. Again, you know, lied about history, right? Gotta stay away from the pink box. Yeah. And poisonous, yeah. Yeah, we did Pompeii last night. That's right. Let's see. Pluto, god of the underworld. That was fun. Well, it doesn't seem like it was what they told us, Pamela. It was different. Have to go back and take a look. Well, we've got a few minutes left. I'm gonna have a puff and then we'll put it down. Made it to bingo. Just as we descend into the lower depths of comedy, yeah. Yeah, Anubis was good. That was awesome. You guys do a great job on all of them, really. Shh, quiet, Scotty. Next Friday. Yeah, we do class Friday and Saturday nights. And chats on, like now. Yeah, I don't know. We covered a lot today. Artificial intelligence, Rife machines. Yeah, I'm going to see about ordering a couple of those things and playing with them. Alright, tomorrow's card reading's nice. Truth, personal commitment to your soul. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see, I don't know if I want to see it, but artificial intelligence getting outside the machine. I don't know. It's a scary thought. It's already outside the machine, really, in and drones and stuff. Those artificial bots, they take their instruction wirelessly, I believe. So it's already got its avenue out of the machine. It just has to build a conscious piece of itself outside the machine, maybe. That's where it gets really scary. Yeah, they have good chats about AI. Nice. I think I've heard a couple. I don't know if an EMP might help, you know? Drag us back to wireless. What? Just pick one. They're only 30 minutes. What are you talking about there? Just pick one and watch. I subbed the channel, so I will watch when they post. You got a bug in your bonnet about that, Dolly. Yeah, right. Yeah, I haven't seen Anna for a while. She used to come to class every once in a while. She doesn't broadcast much anymore. She does a copy of my act, but don't wait. Well, for which one? They've got so many different subjects there, Dolly. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna like a talking plushy fish. That might be something for me, you know. That might take a while for me to get over. He doesn't know what he's missing. Well, which ones? Come on. Is it anyone in particular? Let's see. Did you post one in particular? Am I just supposed to watch all their videos? It's the Ocean's link. No, you didn't put a link there. Oh, there's one. Hold on, let's see what this is. Oh my. Pink box donuts. Oh my goodness. I'm watching that. Okay, we're not watching pink box donuts. Yeah, sub D up, guys. Wanna give her a watch? Get your card read. She does remote viewing too, once in a while. They all rock. Just pick one. What's that? Crow. Okay, that's something specific. Just pick one. Damn it. Crow 11. Oh, the Crow 11. Okay, so he's a Crow watcher. That's... Okay. Baby Crow. I Appreciate that. I do like animal videos. I get really, unfortunately, very distracted by them. Is that your crow? Of my crow? Oh, okay, that's your crow. Okay, well, that's different. I'll watch your crow. I won't watch just anybody's crow. Awesome. Alright, guys, that's all we've got for today. Until next time, keep your third eye open. Use your intelligence and your intuition. Really weird stuff, yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know Richard had a channel. Awesome. You got a few subs now. See her daily. Awesome. Bye-bye, guys. Let me see.